Alright, this video is about how to do X scaling and Y scaling for your buttons for your fake 3D game. So when you click on the button, scales up real quick and then goes back. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick, and then I'll do another video on how to show your prisoner up at the top, how to collect your prisoner, showing a number you collected, and how to open a door. But that'll be in my next video. So let me talk about the buttons real quick. Alright, so go to your start button here, and it's just a regular button. Make sure that you center your button. Just press the center button and it'll center it for you, because otherwise if you don't do that, when you do the X scale for the X and the Y, it's going to be off. It's going to be way off. It's going to be way over here or way over here, because it's not lined up correctly. So make sure you center it so that way it'll scale in the middle by being pushed back and then going forward again. Alright, so when you click on the button, so you go to Add Event, left press on the mouse, bring over a coded sheet from the Control tab, and you're gonna say this: image underscore X scale equals 1.2, image underscore Y scale equals 1.2. And so this is going to scale the image up at 1.2 for the X and the Y. So it's going to do all sides of the button, scaling it up real quick, and then it's going to put it back to its original size. I'll show you that in a minute. So you can make these numbers larger if you wanted to, so it'll enlarge the button more if you make this number larger. But I think 1.2 is pretty good. Then I added a alarm at 5 milliseconds. Alarm 0 is going to kick in, and it's going to go back to the original size. So image underscore X scale, image underscore Y scale equals 1. Do not do 0, because 0 will mess it up. It's not going to be the right size. 1 is back to the original size. And then it's going to go to the next room. So after 5 milliseconds, it's going, after it scales up 5 milliseconds, it's going to scale back down, and then it's going to go to the next room. And then if you release the button, then it's going to go back. Yeah, it's going to go back to the original shape. So when you click on it, it scales up. Release it, it goes back to original size. And I took out the color sprite. It didn't seem to work on it for some reason. And I think actually it wasn't a color sprite. I tried this color sprite, it wasn't working for some reason. And I took out the image of the button. The button was actually a yellow color. When you hover over the button, it's yellow. And you click on it. So I took that out just to do something different, because I talked about X scale and Y scale in GameMaker Studio, and so I wanted to talk about it in GameMaker 8.1. And then with the load, same thing happens. When you press it, it gets to 1.2 for the X and Y, and then after 5 milliseconds, it's going to go back. I don't have it. Oh, it's going to go to the load. It's going to load it. But if you release it, it goes back to the original shape. And I tried to use this X scale for X and Y for the images for the monsters, and it didn't seem to work for some reason. I don't know. It might have something to do with 3D objects. It works fine with flat 2D objects for your scrolling games like I talked about with GameMaker Studios, but it doesn't seem to work with GameMaker 8.1 for your 3D games or fake 3D. It doesn't seem to work for the sprites for some reason, but I found out how to use the X and Y scale for the buttons, because I guess you're using a flat, you're using the flat 2D, because this room right here is not 3D. Then when you go to the next room, it's 3D because I have it set up that way. I think, like I said, this box right here talks about it. If you edit, it talks about how to end the 3D. Do not make this room 3D. Just make it flat 2D. So I guess that's probably why maybe the X and Y scale works. And then when it goes to the next room, it's 3D. And that black that I just got removed was that fades into the screen here. Alright, so like I said, the next video I'm going to do, we'll be talking about the prisoners again, how to have a prisoner, like script up top saying prisoner saved, and you have equals 0. Then when you collect your prisoner, you'll say 1, and then once you collect the prisoner, then a door will open up. So I'll talk about that in my next video. Alright, thanks for watching.